You're on.
Can you see me?
No!
Can you see me? Hi guys, hi Sandy, hi Rosie. I'm here with Sherp. Sherp. Here at Tulip. And Rainbow Dash. Sherp's jealous of Rainbow Dash. So jealous.
Going in the trash.
She is not going to the trash.
She stays in the trash.
Leave her alone. Rainbow Dash is not going in the trash.
She stays in the trash.
No, she doesn't.
She plays in the trash.
She doesn't play in the trash.
Yeah, she does.
Leave her alone. You're jealous.
Hi.
If you guys would like to follow along today, we'll be reading Acts chapter 17. Oh, it sure won't stop. Stop it!
What?
I don't know.
What am I doing?
Before you even think of doing anything else. Stop! Quit kicking your feet like a baby. Stop! 5 days till his birthday. 5 days. Can't wait to get that fly swatter so I can whip his butt on camera. Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Yep. 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 41 times.
You can't count to 41.
Crap. Forgot that part. One, two, skip a few, 99, 41. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, we got to get started.
About time.
Acts chapter 17 in the New International Version. When Paul and his companions had passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where there was a Jewish synagogue. As was his custom, Paul went into the synagogue, and on the 3 Sabbath days he reasoned with them from the scriptures, explaining and proving that the Messiah had to suffer and rise from the dead. This Jesus I am proclaiming to you is the Messiah, he said. Some of the Jews were persuaded and joined Paul and Silas, as did a large number of God-fearing Greeks, and quite a few prominent women. But other Jews were jealous, so they rounded up some bad characters from the marketplace, formed a mob, and started a riot in the city. They rushed to Jason's house in search of Paul and Silas in order to bring them out to the crowd. But when they did not find them, they dragged Jason and some other believers before the city officials, shouting, "These men who have caused trouble all over the world have now come here, and Jason has welcomed them into his house. They are all defiling Caesar's decrees, saying that there is another king, one called Jesus." When they heard this, the crowd and the city officials were thrown into turmoil. Then they made Jason and the others post bond and let them go. As soon as it was night, the believers sent Paul and Silas away to Berea. When arriving there, they went to the Jewish synagogue. Now the Berean Jews were of more noble character than those in Thessalonica, for they received the message with great eagerness and examined the scriptures every day to see if what Paul said was true. As a result, many of them believed, as did also a number of prominent Greek women and many Greek men. But when the Jews in Thessalonica learned that Paul was preaching the word of God at Berea, some of them went there too, agitating the crowd and stirring them up. The believers immediately sent Paul to the coast, but Silas and Timothy stayed at Berea. Those who escorted Paul brought him to Athens, and then left with instructions for Silas and Timothy to join him as soon as possible. While Paul was waiting for them in Athens, he was greatly distressed to see the city was full of idols. So he reasoned in the synagogue with both Jews and Greeks, God-fearing Greeks, as well as in the marketplace day by day with those who happened to be there. A group of Epicurean and Stoic philosophers began to debate with him. Some of them asked, "What is this babbler trying to say?" Others remarked, he seems to be advocating foreign gods." They said this because Paul was preaching the good news about Jesus and the resurrection. They took him and brought him to the meeting of the Areopagus, where they said to him, "May we know what this new teaching is that you are presenting? You are bringing some strange ideas to our ears, and we would like to know what they mean." All the Athenians and the foreigners who lived there spent their time doing nothing but talking about and listening to the latest ideas. Paul then stood up in the meeting of the Areopagus and said, "People of Athens, I see that in every way you are very religious. For as I walked around and looked carefully at your objects of worship, I even found an altar with the inscription, 'To an unknown God.' So you are ignorant of a very thing you worship, and this is what I am going to proclaim to you. The God who made the world and everything in it is the God of heaven and earth, and does not live in temples built by human hands, and he is not served by human hands as if he needed anything. Rather, he himself gives everyone life and breath and everything else. From one man he made all the nations, that he should inhabit the whole earth, and he marked out their appointed times in history and the boundaries of their lands. God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from any one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. As some of our own poets have said, we are his offspring. Therefore, since we are God's offspring, we should not think that the divine being is like gold or silver or stone, an image made by human design and skill. In the past, God overlooked such ignorance, but now he commands all people everywhere to repent. For he has set a day when he will judge the world with justice by the man who has appointed. He has given proof of this to everyone by raising him from the dead. Speaking of Jesus, of course. When they heard about the resurrection of the dead, some of them sneered, but others said, "We want to hear you again on this subject." At that, Paul left the council. Some of the people became followers of Paul and believed. Among them was Dionysius, a member of the Areopagus, also a woman named Damaris, and a number of others. And that is where we're stopping with Acts today. That was all of Acts chapter 17. Tomorrow we will start on or read all of 18. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Today we have another beautiful Psalm of David, 15 verses. Psalm 144. Praise be to the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war, my fingers for battle. He is my loving God and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield in whom I take refuge, who subdues peoples under me. Lord, what are human beings that you care for them? Mere mortals that you think of them. They are like a breath. Their days are like a fleeting shadow. Part your heavens, Lord, and come down. Touch the mountains so that they smoke. Send forth lightning and scatter the enemy. Shoot your arrows and rout them. Reach down your hand on the high. Deliver me and rescue me from the mighty waters, from the hands of foreigners, whose mouths are full of lies, whose right hands are deceitful. I will sing a new song to you, my God. On the 10-string lyre I will make music to you, to the one who gives victory to kings, who delivers his servant David. From the deadly sword deliver me. Rescue me from the hands of foreigners, whose mouths are full of lies, whose right hands are deceitful. Then our sons in their youth will be like well-nurtured plants, and our daughters will be like pillars carved to adorn a palace. Our barns will be filled with every kind of provision. Our sheep will increase by thousands, by tens of thousands in our fields. Our oxen will draw heavy loads. There will be no breaching of walls, no going into captivity, no cry of distress in our streets. Blessed is the people of whom this is true. Blessed is the people whose God is the Lord. And that was Psalm 144, a Psalm of David. And now we are going to read Proverbs chapter 17, verses 27 through 28. The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever was understanding is even-tempered. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Again, the one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even-tempered. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Okay, guys, that was everything. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Start to your weekend. It's Sunday. I was thinking it was Friday.
It's Sunday.
See, I don't even know what day it is. I'm going crazy. I thought it was Friday. Today's Sunday. Let's get out our prayer books. I sure wish the pharmacy would give me one of my allergy medicines they keep not giving me. We have so much trouble with the pharmacy. They keep saying they're filling our medications and telling the doctor that, but they're not filling our medications. And it's just stupid little stuff like my vitamin D, my allergy medicine. It's not like it's a big narcotic or anything. Like, why would we lie about getting our prescriptions? I have not got them, as you could probably tell by my nose. All right. We need to keep Jeremy and Miranda Caverly in our prayers. We need to keep Sandy in our prayers. We want to keep praying for Sandy to have a good work environment. And keep praying for her eyes to get better. I want to pray for Matt Nichols. He is in one of the 3rd worst prisons in Ohio. They just transferred him to one. We want to pray for him. I want to pray for Jim Welsh, but he is doing better. Should be back to work today. We'll know tomorrow. Bloody Sunday. Eric, we want to keep Eric in our prayers. Eric needs a kidney, guys. I would love for you to put him on your prayer list at church. He really, really needs a kidney. You need to put a star by him. He really needs prayer. So does Macy as well, who has the brain tumor and she's only 16. Kenny Wellman needs a kidney. Be nice if you could put him on the prayer list too, him and Macy. Macy goes back to have her next scan next month in July. So what we've been praying for is what we want to keep praying for is that when she goes back to have her scan, the tumor won't even be there anymore. God will have taken it away. I know He can do it. He's done it before. And I know He could anyway, if it's His will. Ona Whetstone. Sherman Crabtree, he's not feeling very good today. And I'm going to pray for Sherman to be able to get a car, which would take a big miracle there. April and Linda Thacker. April got her shots approved. So God came through on that, of course. God heard our prayers and answered our prayers to get April's shots approved. So April will be able to get her shots now for her lungs. Christopher Serback, him and Abby went fishing yesterday. Roy and Lori Mollett. Barb Post, Melody Ramey, and Doris Thompson. Joe Osborne, he still needs prayers to stay on the right track. Debbie Lee. Josh Mollett, Vidalia Mercer, and their unborn baby Braxton, who's in the right position and can be born any time now, they say. Rhonda Karshner. Maybe having gallbladder trouble. The doctor's worried about her gallbladder. Cindy Welsh. She can't have no more surgery till August. And she's got a serious health issue going on. So I don't know why they can't get her in sooner. It really upsets me, but I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. If she had insurance, I know they'd be able to get her in sooner. But she doesn't have any kind of insurance at all, so. Abby and Jimmy Myers, Amber Brown, Tammy Ashworth, Rick Post, Shannon and her son Giovanni. I want to pray for Shannon and her son Giovanni. Giovanni to have God's healing touch, and Shannon to have God's give her strength, wisdom, and comfort. And I pray that they both have God in their lives. And DeAndre, where he had shoulder surgery. So that is our prayer request. All right, your homework for last night was, which disciple encountered Jesus for the first time on the road to Damascus? And your answer you should have came up with was Saul or Paul, whichever, you know. He was Saul then, but Saul, Paul, whichever is fine. Remember, that's where he met Jesus for the first time. Jesus came to him on the road to Damascus and blinded him, remember? So your homework for tonight is, Sandy will remember that, of course. That's one of our favorite parts in the movie. that we have. We both have the same movie, and we love it. We watch a lot of Bible movies, Sandy and I. Your homework for tonight is, you'll be able to find this answer in the New Testament as well. Which disciple denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed? Which disciple denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed? And Jesus told him that he would deny him 3 times before the rooster crowed. And he did. But he loved Jesus very much. And Jesus loved him very much. Still, even though he denied him, he still loved him. He was just scared. He was just scared. I know you've heard me talk about this before, so you should know this answer. You should know this answer. We've went over this several times. We've read about this several times. You should know this answer. So tomorrow we'll see. You should know this answer. If not, you look in that New Testament tonight and you look up that answer. And no cheating, going searching for it on the internet, unless you go to read it yourself in the Bible on the internet. Because you should know this answer if you've been watching, listening to our readings. Alright guys, let's end in prayer. Brother Jesus and Father, thank you for this beautiful day. Please watch over everyone watching this Bible video or listening to it. Please let it touch at least one person's heart so that they share your word with someone else today. And please let everyone watching this video have a wonderful week. Please let Sandy have a great week at work. And we love you, Brother Jesus and Father, with all of our hearts and souls. Amen. Amen. Guys, tomorrow on ID, if you watch ID, I don't know, but my cousin is they're going to be doing the story on my cousin on ID tomorrow, on Vanishing Women. It should be on at 10 o'clock tomorrow, Monday at 10. So June 27th, Monday at 10 o'clock, Vanishing Women, Shasta Hemrick, that is my cousin. So if you guys would watch it, that's my cousin, and I just wanted to let you guys know about it because I'll be watching, of course. And love you guys. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.